Hey guys, Silentciel here. Welcome back to another part of Back to the Future, the
I
game.
demand you let Emmett out of that bathysphere.
So in the last video,
what you're talking about?
we were still trying to choke Doc to death without air by threatening his life with Emmett in the
Running out of air,
bathysphere.
Doc, and you're running out of time. Let him out.
I won't do it.
Just... Why are you so stubborn? Oh my goodness. Let him out. If not, you're gonna die.
So the lawns, the years, they have become unstuck.
There, see? It was just a malfunction after all. Let's get you out of there. Emmett Brown? Then it was true. Hey, you. Hey, he just took that guy's wallet. I think he took his wallet.
Oh, remind me not to become an oceanographer. I guess I must have a touch of claustrophobia. Never should have gone in there.
Well, we've all got problems. Now, you'd better get back to your booth
Funny
before...
thing is, I don't even remember going in there. Last thing I recall, I was in the glass house talking to Carl Sagan. Did you know he's really a scientist?
I'd heard. What did he say to you?
Oh, he had some sort of spur-of-the-moment business proposition. It was all very rush, I never got the details. It would have meant leaving before the expo was over, so I told him that... Say, where'd he go? Do you know?
Carl Sagan? He had to leave. One of his experiments blew up on him.
No, I know how that is.
Okay, we
What's
gotta
this?
find a way.
Oh, yeah. Edna made Detective Parker shut down your booth. He says he can't go against her.
Oh, yeah?
Unless we dig up some dirt that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law.
Uh-oh.
So that's
Emmett,
what we'll do.
don't do anything rash, please.
Oh, hello, Smirnoff.
Hey, Emmett, mind if I talk to your ex for a minute?
Could you? The detective and I need to have a rational conversation about my invention.
Are you implying that I'm irrational?
Come on, Edna. I haven't got time for this.
That's funny. Soon Emmett and I will have all the time in the world.
Oh dear lord, is she hinting about a time machine? Okay, so how are we gonna get dirt on her?
Hello.
Do you know what she made him do?
Yeah, come here. Listen, if Carl Sagan shows up again, you're not gonna let him lead you away, are you?
Are you kidding? My sole concern now is to get back up to my electrokinetic levitator.
Good man. Edna made Parker close your booth down,
I know that.
so he'll only open it up again if we could find a way to discredit her. Do you know anything that'll ruin Edna's standing in town?
Yes, I do. She is a rotten kisser!
That wasn't what I had in mind. Edna never confessed anything to you, did she?
Like what?
Something incriminating. Like, for instance, her being the speakeasy arsonist.
Edna, the speakeasy arsonist? Then again, why not?
I bet she
never
was.
said anything about it to you?
No.
You know, there were a lot of signs throughout the entire series that kind of led to her being the arsonist. Like she, how to say, gave off weird looks when we said she might be the arsonist. You know.
Assuming we get Parker to open your booth back up before they call your name, is the levitator ready to go?
All except the power source. You did bring the static accumulator, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got it. You want it now?
No. Wait till we get back to the booth.
I gotta run. Did you talk some sense into those two?
Oh, a Sisyphean task if ever there was one.
Okay, let's go find that phone booth
Hiya, folks. Hiya, folks.
How are we gonna get the...
Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
KL4253. Hey, there it is. Okay, so we have to go to the home of the future. Let's skedaddle.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
Well, they didn't get this technology wrong. There are some homes that are fully automated. How do we change the thingy? Oh, there we go. Green button?
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Hey!
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techni News of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
Who should we be? Let's just start with our own name.
Trixie, it's me, Harry.
Oh, hi. What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. I was just checking out this snazzy phone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Conversation terminated.
Okay, that's not right. How do we select the green button again? There we go.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, Techni speaking. Who's this?
Okay, let's pretend to be Carl Sagan.
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to you.
Oh dear lord.
Mr. Sagan, what happened? I thought you were distracting Emmett.
I was? Oh, yes, of course I was.
Then why is Emmett standing here, valiantly trying to convince Detective Parker that he should be allowed to go through with this ever so dangerous display of wrong-headed technology?
What can I say? I was outsmarted by that wily Yakov Smirnov.
Well, that puts a crimp in our plan.
Yes, our plan. About that plan. Why are you saying all those terrible things about Emmett's friend?
Young comrade Smirnov, you were the one who told me about his vile deeds.
Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnov?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come glumping up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Carl, is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me. You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors serving illegal drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity to the world.
There
and
we
the
go.
authorities did nothing.
That's
so I
what
did
we
what
need.
any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
It was very revealing. Hang up.
What?
Conversation terminated.
Jeez, Edna was always a loon. I hope that confession's good enough for Parker.
That was kind of, yeah, that was a bit,
Hey folks, it's me, Techni, Muse of Progress, gracing you once again with my presence. And speaking of presents, what better gift could Hill Valley offer the world than this magnificent science and technology exhibit? Hey folks? If you haven't done so already, I urge each and every one of you to take a peek at Furnishings of the Future, right here in our main hall. Tickets are available from me, Techni, at our information desk.
okay, Emmett's next. Let's go give the evidence. Yeah, like I was saying, Edna sure paints a very colorful picture of her experience of burning the speakeasy down. So, a bit on the loony side, if you ask me.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that answer.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna use this to pass it to Parker.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Danny.
Do you mind, comrade? I'm busy trying to keep Emmett from letting you lead him into the biggest mistake of his life.
Mistake? My biggest mistake was...
This'll only take a minute.
Our plant recorder. It's not a good idea to steal police property, you know.
Listen.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Edna? You're the arsonist?
Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery of a recording.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am. But based on this crudely manufactured forgery, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station to answer a few questions about your whereabouts on the night of the speakeasy fires.
Emmett?
You're on your own, darling.
Oh, very well. Heavens, what's that?
You know, one of these days I should really stop falling for that.
Not to sound callous, but does this mean I can demonstrate my invention?
Let's take that as a yes.
Greetings
Whee!
and salutations to all our honored guests. I am Techni, Muse of Progress, and it is my pleasant task once again to highlight one of the great minds who was hard at work building a better tomorrow.
I think that's me. I'm next on the roster.
But are you ready?
No, I don't have a choice. Did you bring the static accumulator?
Oh, right. Here you go.
Where do you get it
Come on,
from?
let's get up there.
Oh dear lord. You know, from the angle that he was bending,
Who
it
knows?
would
One of this
seem...
kid's gizmos just might take off
I'll
and
let
change
your
the life of
imaginations go wild.
everybody in town. Could it be the very thing he's brought to share with us today?
That ought to do it. Are the block bearings all in the raised position?
Block bearings, block bearings. Raised position. Check.
Then it looks like all systems are go. Wish me luck.
I don't have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Emmett Brown!
Objection! Objection, Your Honor! I hereby demand that the scientific demonstration of one Emmett Lathrop Brown be terminated and forfeit by reason of insanity. I declare him to be in contempt of me, his father. Where
That's
is
his
he?
dad?
Hand him over this instant! The longer you hold out, the harder it's going to be for you.
Nah, I don't think so.
What are we gonna do? Honestly, what are we gonna do? There's only two options.
Emmett.
Shh! Don't give me away.
I thought you weren't scared of your father anymore.
When
He's in a mood like this? I'd have to be suicidal not to be scared.
Just jump in the levitator and go. What's he gonna do?
Shoot me down with an anti-aircraft gun?
Does he even have such a thing?
Come on, Emmett, you can't miss your big moment. You don't look very dignified crouching down there, you know.
Better undignified than dead.
Let me talk to him.
Emmett, are you up there? You don't think you can shelter him?
How does he know me?
Come on, Mr. Judge, sir. You're kind of making a scene here.
Wrong. I am stopping my son from making a scene here.
Don't antagonize him.
Well, if you're not going to say anything...
So he is up there with you.
Thanks a lot.
Son, I order you to come down from there this second. I want to speak to my son.
Emmett's not ready to talk to you directly.
Oh, God. I suppose you're his mouthpiece.
I guess so, yeah. You can't talk him out of it. His mind is made up.
So, if talking won't work, there's always threshing.
If I can say so, sir, the problem is you're coming on too strong. You intimidate him.
I don't intimidate him enough. That's the problem.
Can't you two have it out later?
You mean after he's gone through with this ridiculous stunt?
Yeah?
No!
Stay right there.
I'm not going anywhere. Here!
Emmett,
So
I'm
obedient.
not talking to him. There's no point.
just go deal with him. What have you got to lose?
That's what they said to Custer.
So, what's your plan?
I just stand here like this indefinitely. After a few centuries, the process of petrification will set in, and that'll be that.
Okay, that is a plan. Maybe he'll give you a fair chance to explain yourself. He is a judge, after all.
Yes, a judge who's already passed sentence. He won't listen to me. He never has.
I'll be right back.
So, is your client prepared to make a statement?
Suddenly we are a lawyer.
He says it's no use talking to you. You never listen?
That only shows how pig-headed he is. Of course I'll listen. If he can justify his craziness, I'll be only too happy to indulge it.
Stay right there.
Okay.
Dare to
So-
disobey a direct...
Emmett,
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
you heard him. He said he'll listen to you.
Well,
At least give it a shot.
Father,
Son?
you've never understood the first thing about me. All you want to do is step on me, squelch my natural instincts. You don't know what it's like to be young.
Oh, damn.
It's like to have dreams, to have ambitions.
That's heavy, Doc.
So powerful that they've got a life of their own. And it's all you can do to hang on for dear life while they gallop on where they must. This is America, Pop. And in America, a person doesn't have to do what his father did. Isn't that why you came to America? To live where there wouldn't be so many rules? Well, we talked. Are you happy?
That wasn't talking. There was no subtitles for the dad's conversation as well. Oh dear lord.
Emmett,
Here to play peacemaker again, Pollyanna?
I don't know. I think you two are on the verge of a breakthrough. Okay, so he's got a strong personality.
Strong personality. Lord save us from strong fathers. Why couldn't I have been born to a nice, wimpy milquetoast?
Yeah, well, that's no picnic either. The important thing is, fathers can change.
Says you.
Well, we've seen it happen, so yeah.
Deep down, he's just worried about you hurting yourself.
No amount of physical pain could equal the pain he's already inflicted to my spirit.
That growl.
Please, you gotta get out of Emmett's way.
I have yet to hear a compelling or even coherent reason why.
See, Your Honor, it's just that this demo is so important to Emmett.
A childish kerfuffle. He'll forget all about it in 2 weeks' time.
That's what I'm afraid of. Emmett's just...
stubborn, willful, single-minded, incorrigible, and obsessed.
Okay, but if you look at it from the right angle, those traits are kinda... good.
That may be your angle, Sonny, but I'm not so sure it's the right one. Make no mistake, those are traits that lead to trouble. He gets them from his mother.
Yeah, where's his... Oh, okay, I'm not gonna ask that, but I would definitely like to find out what Emmett's mom is like.
Look, Your Honor, you don't see it, but there's an awful lot riding on Emmett's demonstration.
All the more reason why I've got to put a stop to it. Look me in the eyes, young man. I expect you know my son pretty well by now. Do you seriously think his exhibition is going to be a success?
Should we tell the truth? I think it's a success, but in a failure kind of way.
Sure, sure it will.
Ha! You know as well as I how it'll end. Disaster!
Maybe, maybe not, but even if it does, I mean, isn't Emmett entitled to make a few mistakes?
Emmett has exceeded his quota for one lifetime. It's my job as his father to see to it there are no more mistakes.
Nobody's perfect.
Emmett's just trying to make a name for himself. Maybe things were different when you were a kid, but nowadays you gotta take chances.
What do you know about taking chances? Try moving to a strange country where you don't speak the language. There's only $2 to your name.
You?
You bet your socks, me. And I made out all right, too.
How'd your dad feel about it at the time?
Papa? He was fit to be tied. He called me a disobedient little...
So your father didn't approve of you coming to America?
Well, Papa never really understood the younger generation. He came around a bit in the end, but by then it was too late to.
Yeah, we got him.
Listen to him. I want to listen to him. If he wants to talk.
There we go.
Emmett?
See, everything just needs to be calm and collected when you want to talk things out.
He says you get your stubbornness from your mother.
Well, that's the limit. He's not satisfied with insulting me. He's got to drag my mother through the dirt, too. Mother isn't at all like me. She's gentle and sweet and endlessly patient. If anything, I'm more like... Oh, skip it.
You were starting to say that you're like...
Skip it.
Could it be that you and your dad?
No, next subject.
Emmett, stop being a dope. You've got your pride, okay, I get it. And so does he, but what's the harm in trying to make peace with the guy? He's your family, and family's important. Sometimes it's, well, even more important than we realize.
May I come up?
See, he's being polite now. No, once he has calmed down.
So, you think my new invention is a disaster waiting to happen?
Yes, I do. And I'm here to say, if any son of mine is going to make of himself a public disaster, I insist on being there to support him.
Pop! You're gonna change your tune once you see this baby go airborne. You see, the force field generated by the static accumulator... Marty, give Trixie the signal. We're ready for liftoff.
Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us through that unavoidable delay. And now the Hill Valley Expo is pleased as punch to present Mr. Emmett Brown and his electrokinetic levitator. The future is coming today.
Look at that! He's flying! My Emmett is flying!
Yeah! So the hover car is created by Doc? Oh, he crashed.
Hey! Hey, stop! Get back here!
Oh shit, Edna took the car.
Doc! Are you okay?
I thought I could change her. Things could be different.
How does she know how to drive the
Forget about it. Come
modern
on. You
vehicle?
gotta find a way to stop her before...
No, don't come any closer.
Oh shit.
Doc!
Go away!
But...
Move! Move! Marty!
Oh no. I mean, even though his intentions got a bit
my
messed
God,
up, still,
Doc!
yeah, let's stop.
Say something.
Lithium, potassium, iridium, titanium, ruthenium,
I'll get help.
newspaper.
What? You mean... I'm gonna get you to a hospital, Doc.
He's gonna
be
fade away
okay.
happy.
Yes. Oh, I think I am going to be okay, Marty.
No, come on, Doc. Doc, don't do this. Don't go.
Well, the timeline is rearranging itself, I guess, so that doc didn't exist. So it's only the problem with
Nah.
Edna.
Come back.
Oh, black smoke. Was that a fire?
Doc?
Funky hair.
Marty, have you been out here the whole time?
Damn it. Is it over already?
Oh, it's over all right. You missed a very wild party. I'm afraid I've been banned from the expo for the next 50 years. And if I were you, I wouldn't go back in either. At least not until all the broken glass is swept up. Oh, what was I thinking? Naturally, the ionic wind generated by an electromagnet of that size is going to play havoc with a merely mechanical steering mechanism. We need a much more advanced control system. I wonder if we could find a way to translate the body's own gravitational field into electrokinetic force. One might be able to direct the ionic current simply by shifting one's weight. Oh, great Scott, that's it!
The hoverboard? It sounds like the hoverboard.
And you're not discouraged?
Discouraged? By what? You mean what happened in there? Oh, that was a learning experience. The way I see it, it's those little mistakes along the way that advance us along the pathway of knowledge. Come on, there's no time to lose. Let's get back to the lab and... I'm sorry, is something wrong?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost somebody.
Oh, how sad. Anyone I know?
Well...
No, nobody here knew him. He was a complete stranger to this world.
I know the feeling. Sounds like a man after my own heart. Then it is someone I know.
Yeah, no, forget it. It's got nothing to do with you. What?
You're a complete mystery to me, Marty. Where you come from, what you're doing here, there's one thing I do know. Whatever it is, it does have something to do with me.
Please, Emmett, don't ask
What's
any...
this?
Oh shit.
Come on, let me see. I deserve an explanation.
You wouldn't understand.
Oh, yeah? Try me. What's that?
An explanation. But you've got to promise me. Don't look at it until you get the key to the city.
Huh?
Just promise.
So it's like those
I'll
letters
be right there, Pop.
that
Key
he
to the
wrote
city? I don't understand.
And
to
you
Marty?
can't understand. Not for a long time. It would do irreparable damage to something. Just say you promise.
Okay, I promise. Wait. I will see you again, right?
Yes,
Guarantee it.
but not in a few years. That's some funky hairstyle though. Oh shit. The car came back from which timeline? And Edna was in it.
Yeah, it worked.
It's our 1986 Doc.
So, you were the same Marty. Funny how memory can play tricks on a person. I remembered you being much taller.
You were much shorter then.
How was the ceremony?
Long. You've got a theatrical way of sending messages.
Well, I
Only
got
way
it
could
from
do
you.
without messing up your timeline.
Very clever. But what are you doing in 1931?
I came to make sure you stayed on the path of science.
As opposed to what? The dog food business?
Politics.
Politics? That doesn't sound like me.
It wasn't.
Never mind, it's better I don't know. Let's just get back to 1986. That is, unless your presence has caused any other time anomalies.
Me? Nah, no. Well, I'm still a little confused about my...
Oh,
Where is he? Where's that no-good son of mine? He's not worthy of the McFly name.
yeah. So that is actually
You see
Michael
my
J.
Artie
Fox.
anywhere?
Artie McFly?
That's the one. Just got a call from Melvin at the city records office. He tells me the dad-blamed fool's gone and got himself hitched to a Canadian floozy. Can you believe it?
Hitched?
And there we go.
I swear, that boy's gonna put his papa in an early grave.
So that's how he
So
got
that's
her.
how she got her job
yeah,
back.
yeah, that's right. But we're not fading.
He's married the wrong grandma. I mean, Trixie's not my grandma. And if she's not my grandma, I'm not me. Wait, that was great-grandpa Willie. I met him when he was a baby. He peed on me.
Yeah, in the third movie.
Holy crap. Doc, I'm gonna disappear again.
Calm down, Marty. You seem reasonably solid right now. Whatever the problem is, I'm sure we can undo it with the help of...
That car!
Oh, great.
How the hell did she get back here?
She?
She?
You? You're not Edna. What's going on here? Is this some plot to put me in the nut house?
No, it's all very simple, Danny.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Tell me, did I or did I not just chase Edna Strickland off in this car?
Not this exact car, but a car just like it.
A car with a nasty habit of disappearing into thin air?
Well...
Wait, Edna Strickland just disappeared in the DeLorean?
If that's what you call it. It made a loud noise, and then wham! Nothing!
Great Scott!
Oh shit! Just when
Marty,
things were
do you
getting
have any notion what date she might have jumped to?
together.
None
yeah.
at all, Doc. See, that DeLorean's time circuits are out of whack. They could jump to any date at all.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Let's just hope she jumped into the future. The far future. If she's jumped into the past...
You think she might mess up the time stream? Wait a minute. This is Edna. Of course she would mess up the time stream.
Guys, You mind telling me what the hell you're...
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Hill Valley's disappearing. Oh my god.
Doc? Did we just leave Hill Valley?
No, I believe Hill Valley just left us.
How?
Something must have happened to it. A long time ago.
So yeah, I was like I was saying, Grandpa Willie is actually voiced by Michael J. Fox, who is actually Marty
now, you two look
McFly.
at my lost. Hey, what on earth is that thing?
It's an experimental vehicle. Pay it no mind.
Look, maybe you can help us.
Yeah, and Marty McFly is voiced by another guy who who the creators of Back to the Future thought he sounded exactly like him, which I have to say he's pretty spot on. You know, if you've not realized it yet from the first chapter until now. Yeah, it's all very heavy.
We're looking for Hill Valley.
Well, which is it, a hill or a valley?
No, it's a town. It's a town called Hill Valley.
Hill Valley, a town? Say, I think I once heard that there was a town here a long time ago. Don't know much about it, though.
Just as I suspected.
When did Hill Valley go away?
Oh, heck, I don't know. That was all before I was born.
Then whatever it was must have happened at least 45 years ago.
Nobody much cares to settle around here nowadays. My dad tried to buy a farm in this area years ago, but he got run off by Scary Mary.
Scary Mary?
Well, that's what we all call her. Lives a couple miles from here. I make a monthly drop at her place. She's a fiend for news. Takes all the papers in the county, never throws one away. Say, if there's anybody who could tell you what happened to Hill Valley, it's her.
Can you direct us to her?
It's imperative that we talk to her.
Sorry, fellas, but I'm pretty sure she won't talk to you.
Why wouldn't she talk to us?
The thing of it is, guys, Mary's older than dirt, but she's also a little tetched, if you catch my drift. She doesn't like strangers.
I'm sure we can handle her.
We'll be very polite. Please, we gotta see her.
Well, okay, if you insist. Take a right turn just after the bridge, then follow the wheel ruts till they come to an end. You'll have to go the last quarter mile on foot. Good luck, and don't say I didn't warn you. I got a notion I'll be kicking myself for sending you up there.
Oh dear Lord. Yeah, we gotta do this before the timeline catches up to us and we fade ourselves. You know, I was quite surprised why the DeLorean didn't fade first. You know, I guess that's the ripple of time.
Mary Pickford.
She changed her name. That's definitely the DeLorean. Wipe my feet with what? Alright, let's look around.
Doc, it's a...
Shh.
Look!
Shh.
He's so distracted with the
This
DeLorean.
mop doesn't get much use.
Why are we keeping the... Okay, so apparently it's for something later on.
Shh.
He's so distracted with the car. Okay, let's leave him to it. Anything else to look around here?
An old saloon sign.
Why are you keeping that too?
Too bad it's all burnt.
Okay.
just for intruding, madam. We were wondering if you could tell us...
I don't talk to hooligans!
Not a very friendly sort.
That was Edna.
Edna Strickland? Impossible.
This is how she was when I first met her. I had to... Listen, just leave it to me.
Okay, you think you know how to handle her. Just remember, we need to know what happened to Hill Valley, and just as importantly, the precise time when it happened.
Yeah, that's definitely her. You know, we've seen her back in 1986. You know, she looks exactly the same, just without those clothes. How are you gonna talk to her?
Edna's grandfather, Marshall Strickland. That's the same picture I saw in Edna's apartment, way back, in the future.
Let's try to call her out again.
Hey, Miss Strick...
Who are you?
Yakov Smirnov?
That's a foolish name, and I make it a rule not to talk to strangers with foolish names.
But we're not strangers.
How do I know you?
You tried to have me arrested once, a long time ago. Remember?
Listen, Sonny, I'm an easygoing woman, but I got a few rules I live by. And rule number 1 is, I never, ever talk about the past! Or the future, neither. I don't talk about any day but today.
I guess that didn't go so well.
Of course she doesn't talk about the past, because there's something in her past she's trying to forget. But we're gonna pry it out of her. Go ahead, knock on the door again.
Alright, let's give this another swirl.
What?
It's me again, your old friend.
How do I know you?
We spent the day together.
We did? Where?
At the expo.
That's crazy. I've been here all... What day is it?
Tuesday, October 13th, 1931.
October 13th, 1931. October 13th. Something funny about that date. Well, what are you here for?
Come on, Miss Strickland.
Miss who?
Strickland. You're Edna Strickland.
Take a look at the mailbox, Sonny. Name's Pickford. Mary Pickford. And it has been for as long as I care to remember. And like I told you, I don't care to remember!
Listen, lady, you've got to tell us where Hill Valley went.
Hill Valley? You're standing in Hill Valley. Population 1.
But there used to be a regular town here, right?
Might be there was a town once long ago, or might be it was in the future. How many times I gotta tell ya, I don't talk about any time but today!
I brought something for you.
What is it? Let me see.
Doc?
I brought you... him.
Him? Who him? Him who?
Emmett Brown?
A card. Don't tell me you don't recognize your own boyfriend.
My boyfriend?
Yeah, he's all grown up.
Come closer, fella.
Doc looks so surprised.
What's supposed to do?
Trust me, Doc. Just go with it.
It's so funny.
It can't be! Emmett!
Yes, Edna. It's me.
It is. It's October 13th, 1931. Oh, and you are Emmett. Emmett. How did I get so turned around? Have I been dreaming or stay there?
It's a classic case of repressed memory syndrome. Once the mental dam is broken, the subject is immediately plunged into the midst of the very scenes she's trying to forget.
Oh dear lord, she's still trying to look good for Emmett. Oh. Those.
Come back.
Their facial expressions.
Of course I knew you would. An intelligent boy like you wouldn't be one to throw away true love all because of a silly quarrel. I've already forgotten about last night's little tip. I trust you've done the same?
Last night?
Of course I have. What?
Schnookums?
Schnookums.
Schnookums.
Oh dear lord.
Oh, sweet. But you're still keeping company with this Smirnoff character. I insist you drop him. He's a bad influence. And you've got to stop working on that dangerous electrokinetic... What's this?
Okay.
I suppose now you're miffed with me for forcing Detective Parker to close your booth down. Bitter medicine for you, I know, but I had to do it. And Parker had no choice but to obey my orders. He knows that my opinion carries a lot of weight in Hill Valley, and he'd never... Parker would never... Oh...
What is it?
I don't know. Something about Detective Parker. Something that happened to me on October 13th. What could it be?
Guess we...
jog her memory. If we can keep her mind in the past, we may get the full story of Hill Valley's premature destruction.
Yeah, we got to try and jog her memory. Let's talk to her, I guess?
Here's something that'll make you remember.
Remember what? I don't like to remember. Who are you? What are you doing in my yard, you hooligan?
No, Edna. No yard.
What?
This is Emmett speaking. It's October 13th, 1931.
Yes.
Something's about to happen.
Oh yes, something big. But what?
Better not talk to her directly. It'll break the spell.
Okay. I guess all these items are gonna help me, I guess. But let's do that in the next video. Until then, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye!